All right, welcome to the Draftaholics, where we draft any and everything. On tonight's episode, with a baseball season right around the corner, or I think it actually started a little bit. We got some representation going on with Red Sox. And what'd you have, Tommy?
White Sox, baby, South Side, South Side.
South Side. All right. So we're gonna do all-time baseball lineup, all-time baseball team. That's what we're drafting tonight. I'm Doug, here as always with Mike, Tommy, and Joe. What's up, fellas?
How we doing?
What's up, Dougie?
Good to have you here tonight, Joseph.
Happy to be here, boys. Happy
You've
to be
been
back
here a
from
lot
the
more
dead.
lately.
Making time for you guys. I missed you a little bit. You know, Tom's a great guy to be on with. Doug, you're always nice, and I miss you guys.
Oh,
Doug's nice to your face. You see the text I get.
yeah. That's not true at all, by the way. All right, Mike, tell us what we're doing tonight. What are the rules?
Yeah, we're doing a 1 through 9 lineup. We're doing hitters only today. When making this lineup, you have to incorporate all 8 positionals, all eight positions, plus the DH, and you're going to do a 1 through 9 lineup there. We're incorporating hitting and fielding into our lineups here. So basically, we're making a lineup to win against each other.
Yeah, judge us on that for sure. I don't think most of us are hardcore baseball fans anymore. I was late 90s, early 2000s. I'm an old man now. I kind of faded on a little bit, but I want to get back into it. Mike, can you hear us tonight?
How can you not, Doug?
As you can see from the new background, if you watch, I just moved, and my normal headphones, which are right here, they just won't connect. So I'm wearing my son's Beats, which make me, I just hate the look of it right now. I'm very insecure about myself right now, Doug.
Hand those out.
Good. I like them. I actually like them. I like the color. All right. So prior to the draft, we did the draft order. It's Tommy, Joe, Doug, Mike. So Tommy boy, with your White Sox rep, I love what you got going on here. You got the flag in the back, and yeah, looking
That's
good.
right. The City Connect jerseys, the best City Connect jerseys, definitely belong to these White Sox.
I
Unfortunately,
mean, it's the lesser of the two Sox, but
right. Hey, well, the team does suck. Like last year was historically the worst baseball team in the history of the MLB. So
wow.
nowhere but up, buddy. Nowhere but up. Listen, there's a lot of amazing baseball players, and I know a lot of people think here 1-1 I should take what many consider the GOAT, but I don't think Babe Ruth would last 3 months in the MLB now. So I can't say he's the greatest of all time. Um, but what I can tell you is the home run ball is the number one thing. The home run ball is king when it comes to MLB, especially when you're attending a game. And nobody did it better than Mr. Barry Bonds himself. Give me Barry Bonds.
wow. Surprised that happened just now. Mike
Guys,
is
I gotta
just
go.
distraught.
Let's just cancel this episode. I gotta go. Something just came up.
Yeah, I had to really think because I don't think Doug would. What pick are you, Mike? Are you third or fourth?
He's fourth.
Fourth.
Fourth. I don't think Doug would have gone that way at 3, and you know I'm not going there.
I already told Mike I wasn't, so I
But
thought he was
I knew
getting him.
Mike was. I knew
Yeah.
Mike was, and there's no way I'm going to let the best home run hitter in the history of the game leave with, because that's why people go to baseball games. You ever watch somebody throw a no-hitter? It's 9 innings of people playing catch. People want to see home runs, okay? People want to see home runs.
Now it was that era,
I don't.
but are we going to
Steroids or
talk
not?
about? Yeah, are we going to talk about how his numbers
Listen,
are inflated because
accusations
he
are
himself
but-
was inflated? Or
But here's the thing, like, it is still trying to get the hand speed over a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. No steroid's going to make you increase your hand-eye coordination. So,
no,
I think they actually do.
It actually does. Yeah, steroids does.
oh,
Yeah.
well, then I should have taken it a long time ago. My God.
Like, oh, well, if I knew that,
Yeah.
Oh shit. Dude, I just his WAR is 163, and I know I really don't know much about WAR. I don't want to act like I'm some hardcore baseball guy because I'm not. But looking at everybody else's WAR, it's incredible how much higher that is than most players. He's just, and his swing was so beautiful. It was just
Seven
pretty to
MVPs,
watch.
man. also. So, and that's wins it above replacement is what that WAR means. So.
I'd say he was the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
dangerous modern day hitter for sure. I don't think there's really much debate there. He was a scary man that was constantly walked all the time because they didn't want to pitch him any strikes. So, all right. So that is 1-1, and I am shocked, and Mike is angry. Joe, where you going?
I mean, after this pick, it should be no surprise. The guy's name is Teddy Ballgame, Teddy Baseball. Give me Ted Williams, the greatest baseball player that there was. I don't care what anybody says. You take away the wartime, this guy would have put up better numbers than everybody. He's the last guy to hit 400. Nobody's hitting 400 again. Guys are just trying to hit the long ball. That's the problem with today's game and a lot of these players. Nobody's trying to get on base as much anymore. You can't score more runs. You can have power hitters. It's only one run for getting a home run if nobody's on base. You need people to get on base. Sometimes you got to do the right thing for your team to win. How many titles did Barry Bonds win?
None, but neither
Did he
did
win
Ted.
one?
Ted didn't win
Exactly.
any either.
Jazz
That's my
MVPs,
point.
right?
And Ted Williams didn't either. I'm making a bad argument, I guess, in that aspect. Just thought about that after I said it. So that was stupid to bring up. But Teddy Ballgame has got unbelievable numbers. If it wasn't for the curse, he probably would have won championships. But
Yes,
I'm going
that's
to
the
stop
curse
now
of it.
because
That
I
damn
went
curse.
the wrong direction with that.
That's hilarious. It's funny that you caught that, and I was just like agreeing with you. I was like, "Yeah, that's right," but just had to call yourself out for it.
Well, he knew
I
he'd
could've got
get
away with
called
that.
Own,
out.
own the mistake once you make it. But I
Get
think
out ahead of it.
when he got older, he got bulkier from it, slowed down a little bit, couldn't play in the field as well. I'm trying to make an overall lineup that I think is going to be well on the field and at bat.
All right, we never really clarified that if this is like a one season kind of thing. Is this career? I don't really know where we're
No,
going
I
with
would
that,
just say it's like a one season. Like you're trying to win a best of seven series.
Okay.
This isn't career.
All right. Well, I had a feeling he was going to drop to me. So speaking of the curse, I'm going to take Babe Ruth. I don't know how he can slide out of this first round here. Tommy threw a lot of hate his way.
It's not hate. It's just I don't think he'd be successful in today's game.
That's fine. He dominated his time, right? He also had a 162 WAR, and again, I know he was whatever you can say he was playing against plumbers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Mustache McGee, who threw 200 innings the day before, like
Right.
it's
Mustache McGee.
Real men.
meatballs,
Real
right,
men. That's what
meatballs thrown down the pipe.
All right. Well, put him in today's game without all of his smoking, without all his drinking, with today's technology, he's going to still be the best hitter in the game. I truly believe that. So give him some roids. See what happens when he takes some roids.
Couldn't to say you're taking Babe Ruth and putting him in today's game? I don't think Babe Ruth would have been the best hitter 20 years ago. Never mind today's game.
Okay. All right. Agree to disagree there. Michael.
Right field, right?
Right field. Yep.
Right field. Okay. All right. Guys, my whole draft is in shambles right now. I don't know where to go because I had Barry Bonds, and then that's pretty much it. But I'm gonna go with the guy that is obviously the best shortstop of all time. There's no argument. If you argue it, you're an idiot. Give me Alex Rodriguez, boys. It's not even close. It's Alex Rodriguez and then everybody else way down below. So there's no argument there.
I wish we were filming before the show. There was
I know.
one of
man,
us
right?
idiots was saying that someone else was really close to him, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
Um,
It's Alex Rodriguez is the only one you can pick here.
all right. I almost feel like we shouldn't have had that argument. We just handed him A-Rod there now.
Right.
I blame you, Tommy, though, because
Yeah, that's my
full
bad.
disclosure,
I
he wasn't
threw
even
that
on
out
Mike's
there.
list. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Full
my bad.
disclosure, I didn't have time to do any research on this, and I just looked up like top 10 lists or whatever. And for somehow Alex Rodriguez got left off that list, and Tom mentioned his name, and I was like, yeah, go ahead, add him right in there.
So here's my question. If you looked up top 10 lists of each position and he wasn't on that list, how can you say it's incomparable to anybody else?
Just because I watched him play. I mean, I have eyes, like that's when I used to watch baseball, and who was better than Alex Rodriguez back then? Guy was the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, and he could do it at the plate and in the field. I think he had two Gold Gloves, so that's solid.
Three MVPs
Three
also.
MVPs. Yep. And just shy of 700 home runs, 696.
Guy's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll have Alex Rodriguez playing my four boys. I'm gonna go ahead and pick my three here. Somebody who almost has as many home runs as A-Rod.
Thought we
Give me,
weren't
give me.
doing our lineup.
Oh, we don't have to. I'm just
He's
telling
just
you. You
throwing
don't
it out
have to
there.
tell. Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
throwing it out
All
there
right.
as because this is my obvious 3-4. Give me Willie Mays. Willie Mays, center fielder, makes a great 3-4. That's 660 and 696 at my 3-4. And now I just need people like Joe said to get on base, and you're getting some 3-run, 4-run home runs, grand slams all day.
Yeah, you can't argue. You can't argue Willie
No,
Mays.
no. There's
He's
no argument there. He was number 2 on my board.
Yeah, 5-tool player, had it all. There's nothing bad to say.
No, no. I mean, now you're not going to say he couldn't play in today's game. He played in the
Willie
40s.
Mays?
Played in the
Willie Mays can
40s.
play in today's game.
Okay. All right.
When was Babe Ruth? Was he 30s? Is that
Babe
when he
Ruth
played?
ended in the
No,
40s,
teens.
I believe.
Did he? Yeah, yeah.
I think he
Okay.
ended in the 40s. Could be wrong. All right. My draft is all messed up now because you guys messed Mike's draft up. I knew that Mike was going to go Barry Bonds, and then I thought he was going to go somewhere else, and he just completely switched up on us here because we messed with his head, and then he messed my draft up. All right. I'm going to where do I want to go here now? Um, I'm going to go ahead and get my center fielder out of the way, and I'm going to go old school again. Give me Mickey Mantle here.
Good one.
He had the power when he was young, before his knees went out on him. He was blazing fast. He hit for the triple crown in '56, had 3 MVPs. The dude was a stud. And again, hardcore smoker and drinker, so probably even could have been that much better. So yeah, give me Mickey Mantle for my center fielder.
And you can't argue with that.
No, I hate Yankees, and I'm going to do everything I can not to pick a Yankee in this, which is going to be hard.
It's hard to
That's
do.
very tough.
But yes,
Yeah.
but Mickey Mantle, Hall of Famer that you can't argue. Power, get on base, hit it to anywhere in the field. He's one of those guys that's old school that I was a big fan of, like seeing his highlights because he could put the ball anywhere in the field when he was at bat.
Yeah, anywhere he wanted it for sure. All right, Joe, back on you.
Outfielders are going quicker than I
Real quick,
expected.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's where the hitters are at, though. Historically,
yeah, no,
that's
I
where
don't disagree. And part of me wants to shy away from center field, but I also don't want Tom to take my center fielder.
Yeah, he's
Um,
the most popular one for our age group, I would say.
yeah, I'm going Mike Trout here. I'm taking
Oh,
Mike Trout.
okay.
Oh,
Not where I thought he was going. Okay.
Nah, man, you thought I was going somewhere else, but
Yeah.
why? But I'm going Mike Trout.
Okay.
Mike Trout, stealing bases, power, hit for average, 5-tool player. I think, when he was coming on scene before his injuries, he was one of the best 5-tool players we had seen in a very long time. So give me Mike Trout in center field.
Yeah, his issue is his injuries for sure.
Correct.
Because he's already, I think, 32. He doesn't even have 1,000 RBIs for his career right now. And so he's not even going to sniff 2,000.
No, but Mike Trout has got a big WAR number, and then he's one of those guys that it's the visual test.
He's got a big WAR number, and he's a 3-time MVP. Never won that
and baseball's
championship,
different.
though. What's that?
Somebody in today's game, your numbers aren't going to look like
They're
old
not.
school numbers. It's just your batting average is if you're hitting 270, you're like one of the best in the league. It's just not how it was back when everyone.
I think there was only 4 or
was a
5
number.
guys that hit over 300 last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is a much different game. Once they got the roids out of it, it became boring. Baseball got boring. All right, Tommy, you got 2 picks.
Yeah, that's not where I was thinking center field for
No,
you,
that's not
Joey.
either.
Yeah.
But you all have center field, which gives me time to adjust and take my time with that.
Yeah.
Um, Let me go ahead and get right field. And let me get an absolute slugger. Give me Hank Aaron, Hammer and Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
For
slick
Hank
too.
Aaron to come back to you right there, you got Barry Bonds and Hank Aaron. That's insane.
Yeah.
Talk
Those
about sluggers.
two
That's the best
unbelievable
three,
hitters there.
four.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably has the
That's
best
gonna
three,
be
four.
tough. I know we're not talking about his numbers and stuff yet, but that's gonna be tough to beat on a voting system. Because I do agree that a lot of people, like Tom said, love the home run ball. So to
Yeah.
have those two guys, it's gonna be
Yeah.
tough.
I think the only thing that hurts him a lot of people don't like Barry Bonds. That's the only
A
Oh
lot
thing.
of
yeah,
people are more forgiving now than they
Then
were
they
a
used
long
to.
time
No,
ago,
but it's not
right?
even the steroids thing. It's that he's a dick. That's
Right.
really what he
Yeah,
is.
he's arrogant as
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the steroids. I don't think people care about that as much anymore. I agree with you. All right, where you going next, Tommy?
Let me get my first baseman in here now. Not known really for his defensive prowess, but he is known for 700 plus home runs, three MVPs. Give me Albert Pujols, please.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ, man.
He's got some sluggers.
He's got three over 700. Is that the only three over 700? Is there another one?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so either, man. I think A-Rod at 696 might be fourth.
Yeah, could be the case. Yeah, I mean, he's got the best. I don't know where you're gonna put him. Three, four,
That's
five,
three, four,
probably.
five. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's 3, 4,
he's
5.
got
Yeah.
the best 3, 4, 5. No question.
He's got the slowest team. Pujols and Barry Bonds is pretty fucking slow, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
Barry Bonds was a stealing machine in Pittsburgh.
Hey, you can't have his
you
power
can't pick and
his
choose. You
stealing.
can't pick
Hey,
and choose.
can't
I'm
have
just
both.
saying. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. It's still in the tank when he needed it. All right.
No, not when he was hitting home runs, it wasn't.
Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. That is very impressive. He's putting up a lot of runs though. All right, Joe, back on you.
So I'm going this position because I want to set my lineup a certain way, and I can't risk Rossi drafting this right fielder in one of his next two picks. And he may not want this at all because he may want Pop. I want one of the best leadoff hitters of all time. Give me Ichiro.
Yeah,
Doug, I fucking hate you. I
Yeah.
hate you so much, Doug.
it's because it's. I don't know. I didn't know he would love him as much as you did. I thought you talked
I was
yourself
going,
back into.
yeah, I was going Ichiro with my first pick.
Yeah.
I was going Ichiro round
I'm
one.
actually shocked you did it. And then when you got messed up with the Barry Bonds thing and didn't take him second, I was like, I might get Ichiro on the way back where I was hoping. This was my ideal spot for him, and it worked. Couldn't be happier. Give me the leadoff hitter, give me the stolen bases. Love it.
All around good dude, too, man. Nothing but respect from everybody in the league who's ever interacted with that man.
Yeah, man. This is
Nice.
nice.
Played until he was. What'd you say, Mike, earlier? 47 years old or something like that.
Yeah, he played in
Unbelievable.
2019. He's 53 right now. So yeah, he was like 47 when
He got
retired.
into the league at 27, won MVP and Rookie of the Year, and then just his career was
Joe,
absolutely.
so I was talking to Doug, and I knew Doug wasn't going Ichiro, and I was like, I think I'm going to take Ichiro at the first round, and he was like trying to convince me out of it, and I was like hardcore going at him with.
Well, he's
like,
not a
I
first
want
rounder.
Ichiro.
I mean, I
know.
agree with that. I mean,
I know.
So I'm not gonna lie. I debated drafting him second overall, thinking you were gonna go him first round, but I couldn't not
Yeah.
Teddy Ballgame.
But anyway, so as soon as Doug, because I know Doug still likes Ichiro, he just doesn't like him in the first round. But as soon as Doug got Babe Ruth and right field was gone,
Yeah.
I was like, nice. I don't have to pick Ichiro now because I'm not scared of anybody else taking him. I didn't know you had him that high, Joe. I didn't know that.
I had him that high, and I also remember you loving him, so I knew I wasn't getting him.
Yep. All
I
right.
like it. I like the strategy there. I'm going to kind of piggyback off of that strategy here, especially with
Come
Mike right
on,
behind
man.
me.
Yeah, it was my pick.
Yeah. I'm going Ricky Henderson. I'm gonna get the greatest leadoff hitter of all time. Give me Ricky Henderson. His numbers are unbelievable. He had over 1,400 stolen bases. His WAR was 111. He has 81 leadoff home runs. The next best was 54. The dude was so much better than everyone else at the leadoff spot. So give me Ricky Henderson. And again,
That's a great pick.
I think Ichiro is a
I
strong
take
leadoff
Ichiro
hitter.
over him.
But yeah, give me Ricky.
I take Ichiro over him.
Well, you did.
I know.
You
That's why
did
I
that.
don't. I think it's arguable. I definitely think it's arguable. I think to say it's
Yeah.
not arguable who's the best all-time leadoff is a tough statement.
Well, was Ichiro always the one, or did he play second for? He wasn't. He was never number two. Okay.
In Seattle, no, he was always one.
All right. All right, Mike. So your two guys just got picked. Where are you going now?
Dude, I'm in shambles.
Mine and Joe's outfield are done, by the way.
I'm going. I got A-Rod at shortstop, and I know A-Rod can play third or short, and so can this guy right here. I'm going Cal Ripken Jr.
Great
I'll
pick.
put Cal at third for this one. I mean, everyone knows Cal Ripken Jr. and his fielding, and obviously his longevity of the game is what he's known for most. But in the fourth round or the third round, I think that's still a solid pick there.
So if this was a all-time lineup, which I thought is what we were doing, not just like put them out there in their prime season or whatever. I was thinking all-time stuff. I'm putting Cal Ripken ahead of A-Rod at shortstop.
Yeah, and I'm more thinking of it like how are the voters going to vote on this, and they're not going to say like, "Oh, your lineup's better all time." They're just going to say whose lineup beats each other, you know. So that's what we've got to draft. We got to draft what the voters are voting
Oh,
on.
no, I'm fine with that. I'm talking going back to the A-Rod conversation that was happening before and during
Yeah.
about him being the all-time greatest shortstop is I put Cal Ripken. Cal Ripken's one of the ones I have, either on par with A-Rod and definitely way ahead of Jeter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're thinking like
And it's
fielding
about
mainly though, or
right being on the field, and nobody
Yeah.
did it better
oh,
than
he was
him.
the Iron Man.
Right, every game.
Yep. Absolutely. I mean, he was pretty. He had 431 home runs. That's what I was looking
Yeah,
at.
keep
like,
talking. Yeah, keep talking.
It was a. That's where the disparity comes in. Is the power. But
The
431
Scandal Man has
not
got
bad.
nothing for his next pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's let him.
No,
I'm on the
let him
clock.
sweat.
don't let me do this.
Let him
All
sweat.
right.
Everybody's
I'm gonna
just
go with
looking
the
at your
position.
blue hairs. It's okay.
My what? Oh, my blue hairs. I'm gonna go with the position that is undeniable, the best catcher of all time.
I
me
gave
Johnny
you too
Bench,
much.
boys.
I gave you way
Give
too
me
much.
Johnny Bench.
Why would he have not even gotten Johnny Bench?
Nah, he wouldn't even have.
No,
it on his
I
list.
would have.
What are you
He's
doing?
no, Doug. In my defense, the list I look up, the list I did look up, Johnny Bench was number one too.
High, yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, ESPN said that there was nobody close to him at catcher. So I'm probably gonna punt catcher for a little while.
Yeah, there's no argument here. Whoever got catcher, and then there's going to be a weight on it. There's a couple guys after in the next tier.
Right. There's three that you could pick from that everybody knows.
Well, that's the thing is that when you're looking at if you're not an actual baseball guy or girl, there's more popular names than Johnny Bench, you know, because he was what 70s, 80s.
Yeah,
It was
I think.
so. I mean, obviously everyone has Mike Piazza on there, but Mike Piazza is more popular as a name than Johnny Bench is.
Just
you know?
for us, our age group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he did have 427 home runs.
I just don't ever put Mike Piazza and Johnny Bench in the same sentence.
No, because he was
Mike
so much
Piazza
worse on
is
defense.
So bad defensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was a
And
liability on
throw
that team.
anybody out, like he's not on my list. I'm not. If anybody's worried about me taking Mike Piazza, don't worry, I'm not.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get my third baseman out of the way here, and give me Mike Schmidt. Who I don't know. He's not a very flashy name, but he had a hell of a career. He had 548 home runs,
10
His-
gold gloves.
10 Gold Gloves exactly. So in the field, he could get it done, and then he could hit the long ball. So yeah,
Three
give me
MVPs. Yeah.
3
Dude
MVPs.
was a dog.
Let me tell you a little story about Mike Schmidt.
Yeah.
He's number 2 on my third baseman list that I looked up.
Number 2, huh?
Yeah, number
Thanks
two.
for that
Yep.
story, Mike.
Yeah.
That's a
You're
hell of a
welcome.
story.
Yeah.
Who's number one?
Well, I put Alex Rodriguez at third base because I knew I was going to pick him or Cal there.
You put Cal there, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I switched up once I got them both.
Oh, you switched it up. Oh, I got you. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Joe, back on you.
Back on me it is, Doug. Back on me it is. What way?
This is tough. I gotta say,
It
is
tough.
this is
It
kind of
is.
difficult. Kind of navigating all the lineups here.
Man, my problem is too, I didn't write down who people have been taking. So
That's gonna hurt you a little bit, Joe.
I could embarrass
Not
myself.
a good strategy, but let's see if it
Good.
works.
Embarrass myself right now. I
Babe
think
Ruth.
picking Albert Pujols is the only first baseman that has gone so far.
That's true.
Okay, good, good. That makes me happy, and I'm gonna go Lou Gehrig then.
Good one.
It's good.
He was in my short list of who I almost picked with that last one.
He's another one though. Like, what was his era? That was even.
Yeah, Doug. Here we go. I know.
Well, it was your argument. I'm just trying
It
to.
was. Listen, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's there's more to Babe Ruth was fat. Like he couldn't play the field. The guy swung a decent bat. Like you put him in the field, he's not going to do it. Lou Gehrig was an athletic man. It wasn't just pop. He could hit for average. He could play the field. I'm getting my team is going to be well oiled at the plate and in the field.
All right, Tommy, you got
There
two.
you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little off the beaten path right now.
There you
Okay, 'cause
go. I like that.
I've been hitting the big home runs hard.
You
Need to
have.
get a little
Yeah, you don't need any
defense
more of
in my
those.
game, right? A little defense in my game. So let me get. I know he's probably not very known, and that's probably going to hinder me. But my man has the most Golden Gloves by a position player, not by a pitcher. And give me Brooks Robinson. He has 16 Gold Gloves, man. The human vacuum cleaner.
There you go.
Yeah, for those of that
Third
don't
base.
know, third base. Yeah, I was just making sure other people knew who that was.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
I saw him on
Oh.
lists. He didn't make my list, but I did see him on lists for sure.
This is where I love that pick because I respect it from the defensive side, like Tom said, and your overall team aspect and both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he didn't need anything.
Nobody
He
better
didn't need.
defensively.
Yeah, he doesn't need more power. He's good with that. He doesn't have to have anyone who can hit a home run the rest of the way, probably.
Nope.
So, what's your next one?
Yeah, when you get these kind of personalities, you need a leader, right? You need a fierce leader. And honestly, the best leader's got to come from your catcher position because he sees all, right? Give me 10-time World Series champ Yogi Berra.
Hey, and he's very quotable, man. You got
Yeah.
that going for you as well.
Great leader too, man.
Yogi-isms, right?
I think that's what they call him.
Yeah, he seems like a good dude. He had some massive ears on him.
I know he's a Yankee, and I know you Red Sox hate him, but gotta
No,
respect
hey,
him.
my first two picks were
Wasn't Lou Gehrig
Mantle
a
and Ruth.
Yankee?
Yeah,
Listen.
yeah, he sure was.
You're so late, Mike.
No one else brought it up, right?
Two
No,
picks.
no, I avoided it like the plague after I made the pick.
He sure was. All right, Joe.
Oh my lord.
What round did we in? I'm sorry, I got all messed up.
Fifth.
This is round 5. I'm an idiot, and I wrote down somebody's pick as my pick in that spot. So let me scribble this out. I wrote down that I had Cal Ripken at third base because I wanted that.
If you want him, we can make a trade because I realized I messed up and I can't
No.
get Chipper Jones, man. And I
No.
need Chipper on my
I'm
team.
good. I'm good. You know why, Mike? You'll see why. I have
Cal for Ichiro.
now. I don't have to. I don't have to worry about it. I'm good. I'm going to go. How do I want to do this? Ah, man. Okay, I'm doing it. I got the jersey on. I got Teddy Ball game. Give me the guy who broke the curse. Give me my DH. Give me Big Poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling that you were gonna
You-
be the first to
To
pop
go
that bubble
DH.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
listen.
it's a homer pick for sure, but there's no one more clutch in the history of baseball than Big
So
Papa.
listen, you could go Edgar Martinez here, and I know he's going to get drafted, so I don't mind saying his name. Call him the best DH. I think it's very comparable. But the history that Poppy has in Boston and how he changed the franchise path, you can't argue it. Like Mike just said, one of the clutchest hitters in playoffs, definitely in Red Sox playoff history. So a guy who can change a franchise history, give me that.
There's no argument. I think he's the
Agreed.
best DH of all
No,
time.
right.
All right. I'm gonna go with the guy who I have as number 7 on my big board here. I'm gonna go Stan the Man here. Give me Stan Musial here. And let me put him at first base because he played left field, right field, and first base. So let me stick him
Acceptable.
in at first. What's that?
So it's acceptable. We'll
Oh,
allow
all
it.
right. I knew you'd be the one to say something if it wasn't. So
Yeah, I was waiting. I knew you had left field. Um, or excuse me. Yeah, I knew you had left
I
field.
have
So
all my field. Yeah. Um,
Where did you put him, Doug?
I put him at first base. They
Okay.
yeah, ESPN has him playing those 3 positions. So I figured if ESPN has it that way, then he must have played first a decent amount. Again, that before our time, but let me go Stan the Man. All right. Michael, you got 2 picks.
Okay. I don't know why I don't like think of who I want while it's
Well,
on
I'll,
me,
I'll
but I
I'll keep
don't here.
talking here real quick. So going back to Stan, he was a 128 WAR, which is one of my higher WARs here too. So again, number 7 on my big board here, going in the 5th round. I'm happy about that. Mike, we'll go back to you.
Okay. I gotta ask a question here.
there we go.
What positions are acceptable for Pete Rose?
Let's see.
Because he played a lot of positions, guys.
He did. Yeah.
I have him acceptable at 5 positions. So where do you want to put him?
More infield than anything, I think.
Is second base one of them?
Yeah, it is.
I'm going second base.
All right. That's a solid second baseman right there for the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, most hits of all time. He's my leadoff. You guys don't have a second baseman yet, so I think that's appropriate to put him there where you guys could have used him the most.
Yeah, he wasn't a power hitter at all. I think he only had 160 his entire career, and he
Yeah.
probably played like 25 years or something. But yeah, I mean, having over 4,000 hits, that's a solid leadoff hitter.
Well, like Joe said in the beginning, we have the greatest home run hitters of all time on these lists. So
Yes, I
Pete
do.
Rose hitting a single, and then Alex Rodriguez comes in and hits a grand slam. That's still worth 4 points, 4 runs, whether that's 4 home runs or singles. It's all worth the same.
It is. That's correct.
Yep,
Where are you going
he's got a
next?
point. I don't know.
Just trying to kill some time. Had a little filler
Yeah,
there.
seriously. I have the positions I have left are first base, which you guys all have, left field, which you guys all have, and right field, which you guys all have. So besides DH, I'll go DH here. And I don't think I want Edgar Martinez because Tom's sitting there with all that White Sox stuff, and it's really making me want to pick Frank Thomas.
Yeah,
But give me Frank Thomas on this list as a
that's a power hitter
DH.
right there. That's a hell of a DH too.
That sucks, dude. I was
Eh,
really hoping to get him, but I mean, I got to give you respect. He was my first favorite athlete of all time. Like, he was the first one that I enjoyed. 2 MVPs, man. One of 2 White Sox in the last 100 years to have it. So I
wow.
can dig it.
Have you always been a White
Now,
Sox fan?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's always been your team, huh?
Hmm.
Joe, you had something to say on that pick. I saw the face. I just want to call it out real quick. Why the hate?
I think Frank Thomas is a very good baseball player. I think to take him over Edgar Martinez in a DH spot is a terrible play.
Just well, it depends what you want on your team, right? Because if you're looking at home runs, Frank Thomas is obvious pick over Edgar Martinez.
Yeah, I mean Edgar could hit 20 to 30 home runs a
Yeah, how
year.
many did Edgar have
Doesn't
his
hit
entire
home
career? I don't
runs,
know.
but he's gonna hit 300 to 330 for you. So, um,
I'm looking
But
I
at
how,
career numbers. I don't know how long they played, but Frank Thomas, his batting average is only point 011 lower than Edgar Martinez. He has over 200 more home runs and he has over 200 more hits. So if you're looking at what he did, it was a better career than Edgar
and,
Martinez. And you
and
can't
how
count
many
fielding and DH.
MVPs are DHs? Not many.
Did Frank Thomas win MVP?
Yes,
He was
twice.
just saying that. Yeah,
Oh, I wasn't listening
he
to
was
you.
not
again,
listening to you.
you're David Ortiz is you were calling the best DH, and he was never close
Most clutch.
to winning an
Most clutch.
MVP.
I'd say he's most clutch, but not the best.
Well, I still think he's the
Agreed.
best because Frank Thomas, that wasn't what he was known for. He was known for first base. You know, like I wouldn't say Frank Thomas DH. I would say Ortiz DH, 100%.
I think Frank Thomas is one of those players that played DH when there was like a lefty pitching and there was a better first baseman that
Yeah,
could hit
So
against
yeah,
or
lefties.
later
They
in
would
his
move him
career,
to
I'm sure.
DH and stuff.
towards
Yeah.
the like middle of his career, a stud actually from the state of Rhode Island, Mr. Paul Konerko joined the
Oh
White
yeah.
Sox, and he took over as first base, and Frank Thomas went permanent DH, and then
There
went
you
to
go.
Oakland and was permanent DH. So,
There you go.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
mhm.
All right, back on me here.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
I'm gonna get my second base out of the way, and I'm gonna pick the
Motherfucker,
highest on my board. I'm gonna pick Joe Morgan here.
motherfucker, Doug.
I'm very happy about it. Gives me a lot of joy hearing that.
Did all
Uh,
that for
Sure
that
too.
pick, and you just ruined it.
yeah, he was a 100 WAR, two-time MVP, 5 Gold Gloves.
Did
So
everybody freeze? What happened there?
what happened?
Did we?
I must
I
have
wasn't watching
froze.
this
You
Yeah,
one.
might you must have froze. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, give me Joe Morgan. I'm happy with it. Back to you, Joe.
Fuck you, Doug. Fuck you. I don't care if kids watch this show or not.
Yeah.
Ah,
We don't advertise to kids. That's okay.
that's awful. I just feel like second base is such a drop off after Joe Morgan now.
It is,
Ah,
and actually, Pete Rose was a little bit of a cheat code by Mike. So
yeah, no, I never had him at second, but it's legal. It's legal.
no, it's legal. I'm saying it was a solid move.
Yeah, it's a Rossi type play.
I got
Well,
two
I
names off
could.
the top of my head, man.
Never
So,
mind. Never mind.
God, I don't know where I'm going now, Doug.
How many papers you got in front of you, man? I mean, your head is spinning.
Yeah,
And
because
you,
I got a lot of stuff in front of me. I never expected you to go there. I had a certain setup with what I wanted to do with my team, and now we're gonna go completely different. We're gonna go completely different. I'm gonna take a more nowadays catcher. That's probably gonna get some good liking from a lot of people in our age group. I think one of the best defensive catchers. You're gonna give me Pudge, please.
Yeah,
Great
Pudge.
one.
solid. Now,
I almost didn't pick Johnny Bench because I wanted Pudge so bad. Joe, I remember we used to
yeah,
play MVP baseball, and it was always a race when we did a fantasy draft. Who's getting Pudge? Because it
Right.
was the catcher to get back then. It was him and Jason Kendall. Jason Kendall was another one that was right up there
wow,
for
that's
most
pulling a
popular
name out.
catchers back then.
He's a giant.
Buster Posey too. You can name
Buster
more giants,
Posey.
but-
Yeah, he was really good. He was. Did Posey win an MVP? If
Yeah,
he
I think he
didn't,
did actually. Yeah.
yeah. All right, Tommy, back on you.
Yeah.
And what do
You
you
guys
have?
talk about.
You got 4 spots to fill.
Yeah, I got center field, DH, second, and shortstop. And I think it's an absolute travesty to the game of baseball that Jackie Robinson hasn't been picked yet. So let me get Jackie Robinson at second base, please.
Yeah, a bunch of racists on this
I
show.
know,
I
right?
know, right?
Well, in our defense, he's only the second baseman that has been picked. So
It's true.
that's
That's
true.
true.
Good point.
Um, that was too easy, you know. Uh, Let me get for my shortstop now. I know people hate him, but 5 Gold Gloves, man, and a career 310. Give me the captain leading it in the middle. Give me Derek Jeter.
I don't understand the hate on him. When you say people hate him, there's two of them right there. Doug, Joe, come on. Let the
There's
people
actually
know how
not.
much you hate Derek Jeter.
There's not. I mean,
There's
I,
not hate
there's
for
not
Derek
hate.
Jeter. It's not that Derek
Yeah.
Jeter was good. Derek Jeter is a great Hall of Fame baseball player. I would take A-Rod over him. I would take Ripken over him. My guy, who I'm going to be taking, I will take over him. I don't know if Doug's picked his shortstop or not. I can't remember.
He has not. He has not.
He is not. So there's
Don't
two
be saying that
shortstops
stuff,
still
Mike.
that I like
Let him
better.
sink.
One is you guys. Oh wait, is this my pick?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
Oh,
is
so
now.
I
Yeah.
can go right into my pick, and I'll
take
take.
him. Yeah,
So this is not my pick. Ozzie Smith, because of how good he is defensively, I'd still rather have like on an all-time team than Derek Jeter. But that's not my pick right here. I'm taking Hannes Wagner right here, and I would put Hannes Wagner way ahead. Again, we're going back in time and we're changing aspects of the game. But from all the stories you hear about him, from again the
Was he?
defense,
He was shortstop.
huh?
yeah.
He was shortstop.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it Honus Wagner or Hannes?
Hannes.
Yeah, I
whatever.
don't know.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah.
I hear people say it different ways. Sorry if I said it the wrong way. Um, but the stories you hear about how good he was defensively, and I think shortstop is the most important defensive position on the baseball field. That's why I don't. Jeter made good plays, but I think Jeter had a good amount of errors as well. And Jeter made a lot of big, timely hits. I forget what his career average was. I don't have all the numbers in front
310.
of me. And I don't have, I'm cheap. I don't own a laptop, so can't keep that in front of me, look it up to compare things. But I think if you ask a lot of the baseball writers, I bet you Jeter's in that 5 to 8 range of shortstops. Some might have him higher, but I don't think he's in that same tier as the top, I would say 3 or 4.
And I also
But
don't
you
think that's
don't.
hate. I
Yeah,
think
no,
that's real.
that's good. That's a fair argument. But you also got to understand the game of baseball also has things called intangibles, right? And you don't get the nickname the captain because of your play on the field only, right? You get it based upon
Yo,
other things that you do, right?
you got a
And
gift, you.
I think that's where I really wanted to pick him. I think Wagner's a great pick. I think that's when you know a baseball fan knows that, but not everybody who votes on our story is going to know who Wagner is, you know.
Oh,
So
yeah,
Hannes
yeah.
only.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like my Brooks Robinson pick, you know. The people know, but if you don't know, you have no clue.
Yeah, no, listen, I think Jeter's going to get him a lot of votes and stuff like that. Jeter's one guy, as a Red Sox fan, I actually respect. I never hated Derek Jeter as a person. I hated Derek Jeter because he won
As
the
a Yankee player,
championship
right?
and he was a Yankees player.
Yeah, for sure.
Derek
Right.
Jeter, you put Derek Jeter on any other team, I'm a huge Derek Jeter fan because yes, he seems like an amazing teammate. And yeah, he had intangibles on the field too that were great. Everybody shows that one stupid play that
That's
whatever.
effort, man. Effort's
Listen,
contagious.
and I respect that.
Yeah,
Again,
he was a lead by example guy. He was not a vocal guy by any stretch. I wouldn't say.
correct.
He was a pretty quiet dude, but yeah, he was lead by example. Um, Mike's just talking that trash because we were getting all over him about A-Rod being a lot better. That's all. That's how that came about.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike got out
Before
of
the
it.
show, Mike was saying how like Jeter's neck and neck with him and
I
stuff.
never said that. They just said it was a world of a difference, and I said it was closer than you think.
All right.
Closer than you're saying.
All right. I'm gonna me and Mike has all the things, all the positions that I need actually. So we're not really fighting for players anymore here.
Mhm.
So give me Jim Tomei at DH.
Mitt.
Still no Edgar Martinez, Joe.
Still no Edgar.
Listen, Jim Tomey had a lot of big home run seasons, so I get it. I get the pick.
I need some more pop on my team.
I'm a
612 home runs.
612
Yeah,
home
612.
Oh,
runs.
listen,
man.
I'm not arguing. Jim Tomey is a good pick. Rossi's the one trying to fuel the fire right now. I'm big on batting average and getting on base. I'm an old school baseball fan. Like Tommy said, nobody wants to watch a perfect game. This guy does. Just like football, I love watching defense.
Oh, I do too,
Love
but yeah.
I
I mean,
love
his batting average was 276 for his career. That ain't bad either.
It's not bad. No. I'm not again, guys. I'm not saying he's bad. I like the head.
All right. Yeah, no, I
My
love
turn.
that pick for to get 612 home runs this late in the draft. I'll take it. All right, Mike.
I just have to say something real quick. Something in this draft has been irritating me the whole time. And I just want to the fact that we all went center field so quick and Tom just gets to sit there with Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah,
just in the
yeah.
wings. It's really been
Just
pissing me
more
off
home
this whole
runs too.
draft.
More home
It's
runs.
really been pissing me off, guys.
Yeah. Who
Um,
who was at fault there? That must have been Joe.
it was
Picking
Joe
Mike
and Mike
Trout. Yeah,
Trout.
yeah.
That was the last one.
How is
Joe.
that? How again? I want the 5 tool players. I have a plan for
No, we're
the
not saying it was a bad pick. We're saying that you were the last center fielder to leave
Yeah,
him
you were the last one to
with
pick
he doesn't
one.
have to worry about it. That's all we're
Yeah.
saying. That's all we're saying.
They went back to back to back,
Um,
I think.
yeah. All right, I'm going first base. I guess I don't know who I'll play at first base because they're both could be DH. I guess we'll go by who's pitching, but give me Miguel Cabrera at first base. Maybe I'll move Frank Thomas over there, but either way, they're both not great fielders, but that's okay. I'll
Mm-mm.
take it.
All
Triple
right.
crown winner right there.
Yeah. Yep. And Mike. Oh, you still have two picks. I'm sorry, because this is a 9 round draft. So
Yeah. So I got one more pick right here. I don't know who I want. I'll go right field. I'll get a second Frank on my team. Give me Frank Robinson. I don't really
that's
have that many old school
that's at
players.
left field, right?
Right field, right field.
Oh, that's right field. I thought you already have
Yeah.
your right field. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I did not.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he fell, honestly. I had him pretty high up on my big board here. That was a good pick. I had him at
Thank you.
10, actually.
yeah.
All
Frank.
right.
So if I wasn't going Ichiro and wanted the leadoff hitter, Frank Robinson would have been my ideal right fielder. I would have gone for in this.
Appreciate that.
Well, I got shortstop and catcher left. Um, and you guys all have all those, so I'm not stealing anybody's. And let's see. I'm gonna go with the guy you said, Joe. I had him on my list here as my third best shortstop. Let me go with the wizard here. Let me go Ozzie Smith.
I mean, the guy is just unbelievable what
What
he
he could do in the field, yeah.
Yes.
athleticism at that time, like nobody else had anything like it. The glove work, the barehanded, like it's just
So
stupid.
smooth.
Before you, like people do some of that stuff now in practice and for YouTube. Ozzie Smith did that shit in
In
games with
live games. Yeah.
hesitation, and just never dropped the ball. A guy is unbelievable.
Yep.
Is this true?
What's
Or
that?
are my stats messed up? Did he? And I know he wasn't a home run hitter, but 28 for his career?
Yeah, he was
That
not
it probably
hard at all.
probably
I
true.
don't know. Do you remember Ozzie Smith at all? Guy was he was a stick figure, Mike.
Well, I know, but so was Ichiro, and he could hit home runs. You poke him, But
He's my
I'm
9
not
hitter.
saying,
He's gonna be 9.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ozzie Smith. I mean, I'm not saying that I expect him to be a home run hitter, but 28 in your career, that's you can
What
luck
was his
yourself into
average?
28 home runs.
That's how good this guy was defensively. Like everybody's gonna put him in top tier of shortstops because of that.
Yeah. I didn't have his stats. Do you have his
262
average?
average.
262, yeah. He wasn't a hitter. Definitely not, but quite possibly the greatest fielder of all time. Definitely at that
Right.
position. So,
Two phases of the game for sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Joe.
So common theme. I got second base and third, which I believe everybody has. Third, I'm having a wicked hard time with right now between two guys. So I'm gonna go.
Come on, pick him. Pick him. Don't leave him off this draft.
I'm going second base, Rossi. I'm not going
Oh,
third
okay.
base yet. But yes, he's one of my guys I'm debating. Um, I don't know if this is gonna be a pick people like. I know Doug's not gonna like him because he spits in people's faces, but I love Robbie Alomar. I think Robbie Alomar was a great baseball player, good defensively. He's going to be towards the end of my lineup, so I don't need pop, and I don't need that. He got on base, but not wasn't an amazing hitter, but great defensively. Again, I'm locking it up the middle
Five
with.
silver sluggers, 10, like, dude, he was a hitter. He was a hitter and 10 golden gloves. Yeah, he was
I
a
knew you'd have numbers on him.
right. I listen, that man, he was defensive prowess, right? Yeah, that's what but he was 5 times silver slugger. You don't just become an average hitter and get a silver slugger award. Come on.
Tom, there's a thing some people call as a setup, and
Yeah. Well, I wasn't
the
gonna let this
alley,
sit there go quietly.
and you ooped it on down for me. When somebody else, jumps in and gives all the numbers and says how good your pick is, makes your pick look that much better. So thank you, sir. You did exactly what I was hoping for out of a Chicago White Sox fan.
Would you say that
Gladly.
you teed him up?
I did tee him up.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
right.
That's why you
Wrote
need your
on the-
signboard, man.
Yeah, I know. All right. Tommy, you have 2 picks left.
Yeah, let me get these last two.
Center field and DH.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that center fielder off the board.
Oh, I
Give
was gonna
me
say, save it for the end. Save that. But
No,
no, go
that
ahead.
one's good. I'm gonna say my last pick for the end.
Okay.
Give me Ken Griffey Jr. My man had the purest swing. And I
Sure.
think all of us fell in love with baseball games playing his. 10 out of 10. So lucky that fell to me. I even got the swingman shoes sitting in my closet. I love them. I love them. So, thank you, guys.
That
so
right
mad
there,
that-
it's the best pick of the draft, right there.
Yeah, it
So
has
now
to
I've
be,
got
of course.
now I've got my DH though, and this is where I kind of had some hard time because you guys took my number 1 and number 2. Like Edgar Martinez, yeah, I don't think I really want him to be quite honest. An honorable mention that did pop up on my list. Shout out to my dad, Mr. Harold Baines popped up on here. That's my dad's favorite player, but I got to get a little more current. And I think at the end of the day, this dude might be one of the best to ever do it. And to get him as my 9th pick, give me Shohei Ohtani, guys.
Yeah, it's a great pick. I like that. I like going outside the box a little bit, outside of Edgar Martinez, because Otani, when it's all said and done, like you said, and you just added more power to your team. His numbers are going to be crazy when it's all said and done.
That was a great pick, Tom. I wasn't thinking him. I don't think I have him anywhere written down. And I think that could possibly end up being the best pick of this draft.
I think that dude's got such a ceiling that it's unreal. And so to be able to pick him as a DH with my 9th pick, like
I think you had a hell of a draft, Tommy.
I
When
think so
when the
too.
voters look at this, they're gonna look at Tommy's team and just be like, Tom won by a mile.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe he didn't, but the names I'm saying on his list are so much more popular than everybody else's.
Correct. I'm going to love my team when I am done. I stand no chance in the public voting against Tom's team.
Yeah.
I will admit.
He's got the names. He's got the big names.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know if his defense is as good as everyone else's, but it might be.
16-time Gold Glove, bro. At the hot corner, nothing's getting out of the infield, man.
He's got that going for him. All right, Joe. Your last pick. Where you going?
Rossi, it's neck and neck between them, and I want to be able to I'm gonna say it for fun. He's not my pick, but the fact that nobody picked Chipper Jones is terrible because I'm not doing it.
Not picking him. Wow.
I can't take him over the Chicken Man, and I'm taking the 328 career batting average of Wade Boggs, and that's my third baseman.
Really? Wade Boggs?
Yeah, Wade Boggs is the better third
Yeah,
baseman. I agree.
absolutely.
Correct.
Was Wade Boggs a switch hitter?
Rossi's got
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah. Rossi's got that tie to Chipper Jones being a Braves fan. I couldn't believe that he didn't pick him. I thought about doing a steal late because I expected you to draft a Wade Boggs at some point, but getting Schmidt worked out. I thought Tommy was I had people projected to get. I thought Tommy was getting Schmidt. I thought you were going to end up with Boggs. And then my plan was to steal Chipper Jones on Rossi. But being able to get Wade Boggs, I'm taking.
Can't
Just
pass
Was
it.
tie-
Adrian
Powerful
Beltre on anybody's list for a third
It's on
baseman?
the list, but
He actually wasn't
Yeah.
on my top 4.
Not in my top 4, no.
Yeah.
I had more. I went top 10 at most positions to have flexibility.
So did I, yeah.
Little leeway. All right. Well, Joe, we already know Joe's not going to like my pick, but I'm going for more offense. I need it here at my catcher position. So give me Mike Piazza with his
So
427
bad.
home runs and his
So
308
bad.
batting average.
He's historically bad defensively. Can't throw you. Anybody can steal on him. He's like the
Yes.
Lester of pitcher of catchers because you can just go. There's no hesitation. He's not throwing you out, and you're lucky if he even catches or stops the pitch. He's
I mean,
terrible.
he's not that bad, Joe.
He's
He was a
terrible.
catcher for most of
He
his
was,
career.
I mean, he still played in the
Yeah,
Major
he
League Baseball.
played in the majors as a catcher.
They were dying to play him at DH if they could have.
They were. But they couldn't. And he had 427 and 308 batting average, so I'll take it. And by the way, a 59 WAR, which isn't terrible.
When you gotta say it isn't terrible.
Well, it's not terrible. I mean, you're acting like he's like an awful catcher that would have dropped that quite a bit, you know. So, anyways, I needed more pop, so I'll take Piazza. And Mike, you are finishing this draft for us. Where are you going at left
All right.
field?
I'm looking at my lineup here, and I need a 9. I don't have somebody that can play a nice 9 right here to get us back to Pete Rose. So I'm going old school here. Give me shoeless Joe Jackson in left field. I know there's probably better left fielders to pick, but he really fits what I need on this team right now. And obviously, he is one of the greatest.
All right, that's a little bit of a surprise. I'm sure he's high on a lot of lists. I'm surprised you didn't go Manny there.
Yeah, I was looking Manny or Collier Screms. I can never say his name.
Oh, yeah,
Stremski,
Stremski.
man.
Yeah.
There it is. But I don't need that on my team. I need somebody that can just get on the base, and I think Joe Jackson's batting average is like 350 or something like that, close to it.
I'm gonna say
For his
Collier
career.
Stremski couldn't get on base before Miggy. He was the last Triple Crown winner.
I know, but I'm saying I'm just looking at career, and Carl hit 285 for his career. Joe Jackson hit 350, so I just needed that more.
All right.
Needed the batting average.
So we're gonna put these lineups together for you, Mike, and you're gonna put them up on Instagram for the voters to vote on them, right?
Yep, sure am.
And yeah, this will be interesting. After this draft, we should all kind of do that, or after we get off here, and send them on over, and then we can judge it a little bit. And I do think that Tommy's probably gonna get the most votes. He's got some big names. I mean, the one that's gonna bring his team down is Jeter, no doubt.
What a loser.
People
No,
love
I,
him,
I
man.
don't think this is gonna be a competition. I think for
Yeah, people do love Jeter. Yeah,
fans,
I'm joking.
I think Tommy's got it locked down, unfortunately.
I think he might. It's part of the reason I went Piazza there. I almost went Fisk, which you probably would have liked more, Joe. Yeah. But all for naught too.
Right?
But yeah, I think the voters, especially the younger voters, know Mike Piazza a little more.
You know, hopefully they know baseball and comment how bad he was defensively.
All right, guys. That was a solid draft.
Yeah.
Rats, Tom, you're smart.
We'll see. I've thought I've won drafts before and then got blindsided by some crazy upsets and votes.
When are we're gonna have to do a pitcher one at some point in time, maybe during the World Series or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Then we can put them all together. We can combine them, make a ultimate team, and see who wins.
Like it.
But as of now, that's what we got. So for Mike, Tommy, Joe, I'm Doug. We'll see you guys next time. Later.
Later, fellas.
There you go.